I'm so disappointed in Harry's fate. It hurts, but Princess Kate knows Meghan has taken him away for good. You are cordially invited back to the UK Royal News Strand Hour. Everyone remembers Harry saying to William, "Well, she looks beautiful, I'll tell you that," as he saw Catherine enter Westminster Abbey for the wedding of William and Catherine. Subtle digs, no connection, and only betrayal now exist. At the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral, the camera focused on Catherine as she spoke to Harry and was the only member of the royal family to still smile at him, demonstrating her compassion after all the family had endured. She accompanied him for a short distance before retreating to allow the brothers to discuss something while they walked. We don't know if their conversation was good or bad, but either way, it reveals a lot about Catherine's personality and highlights how despicable Harry's betrayal is. The way Harry has turned on Catherine saddens me. They had such a strong friendship before, and one would think that Harry's future spouse would want to continue building on the foundation that he and Catherine had laid. His close friendships with William and Kate are also broken beyond repair. The fact that he is no longer present is probably puzzling to George and Charlotte, and I doubt Louis even knows who he is. It's my opinion that Meghan never intended to develop a friendship with Kate, probably because Meghan was envious of Harry and Kate's friendship. Markle is envious of anyone who gets close to him, including complete strangers, and she constantly tried to signal him to move on whenever they met and greeted. A public greeting scene shows her pulling on his coat and laughing behind him as he approaches a young woman. His name is on my list as a potential husband. Keep in mind that Meghan has the mental capacity of a teenager at best, and that this rage is a direct result of her jealousy of Catherine, who is married to Prince William and is admired for her beauty and charisma. The truth is, I can't decide which of them is more mentally ill. On the other hand, a member of the royal family tells us that Meghan has feelings for William. Harry doesn't contribute anything to the conversation except taking up space. As a narcissist, she has no capacity for love. She is authoritarian and manipulative. In my opinion, Harry had a soft spot for Catherine for a long time and was eager to settle down with her. When he met Meghan, she immediately captivated him by channeling Diana in her mannerisms, dress, and perfume. Humanitarianism was a ploy to get him in the door. Savior in white thing. Eugenie wasn't a stranger to her. William definitely knew about this and advised him to take his time. When I told my boyfriend about her, he said he couldn't believe out of all the women in the world, he chose her. You can't even see her body. There aren't any cleavages to see here. As a matter of fact, she recently had her implants removed. She has a very tiny waist, so most of the clothes she wears make her look like she's wearing a shot. She's totally oblivious to her physical appearance. A flaming mess, that woman is. Don't even get me started on her balding head. Furthermore, I believe he was easily manipulated by Meghan Markle because he was still grieving the loss of Chelsea and had given up hope of finding a relationship like his brothers. Despite what the royal family may have covered up, I seriously doubt he ever harbored any animosity toward William or Catherine. Their love for one another, their sense of humor, and the joy they took in life is plain to see. William's and Catherine's encouragement and help were beneficial to Harry. Clearly, Harry has some serious problems at his core, but I think we might have seen a very different Harry if he had found someone who truly loved him for who he was and could see past his flaws. Unfortunately, gullible and love-hungry as he apparently was, the worst kind of person with narcissistic behavior snatched him up, and the rest is history. The only way he can be free of Meghan Markle is through in-house treatment and deprogramming. That's exactly what narcissists do to their victims. The victim will need to be very resilient to escape and make a full recovery. As a result, Harry might not be capable of doing so. My personal experience with a narcissistic relative led me to believe that this type of person seeks out the weaker of two potential partners in a relationship. I'd be willing to put my money on the fact that the narcissist would never give me more than a passing glance. However, he would date my sibling. There must be discussions amongst advisors and therapists within the royal family as to how best to deal with Harry, taking away their titles, stopping their funding, and making it harder for them to make money might finally convince Harry that he has to leave. I don't think he should be brought back into the graces of a working royal, but I do think they should do with him what they've done with Andrew. Find a corner somewhere in the world where he can heal and recuperate with proper help while still being a part of the overall family. So much venom in Harry's case has been thrown in his direction that I fear no one knows the true Harry anymore. I'm aware of the fact that he perpetrated some heinous acts in his youth, but he is by no means a child anymore. However, whatever he was before has been completely destroyed, leaving only the current version. I hope Harry can look back on the good times he had with his brother and Princess Catherine and remember those moments. My theory is that Meghan spreads her poison to Harry because she's unable to bear the thought of anyone else being happy. Since the Harry and Meghan documentary series premiered, I've read that Harry looks just as bad as Meghan, if not worse. Someone informed me that Harry drank the poison and kept coming back for more. I tried to watch them explain their truth on the Netflix series, but they kept recycling the same old information, and Megan was clearly acting for the camera, so it quickly became boring and I turned it off. In any case, I'll keep reading the reviews, and if something piques my interest enough to make me want to go there, I just might have to give it another shot. To be honest, I don't think things will get much better in terms of content or delivery, comparable to a politician's words. Don't listen to what they say, instead, watch what they do. Nothing Harry and Meghan have done so far has made an impression on me in a good way. Instead, I admire their unwavering dedication to telling the story as they see it and demanding consensus amongst others. They have the absolute right to share this story with the world, but not the prerogative to dictate how it should be interpreted by anyone else. No. Meghan Markle's pathological jealousy of Catherine stems from the fact that she sees herself as superior to Catherine, as she does to everyone, and cannot bear the thought of being consistently relegated to second place. The way she looked at William suggests that she would have traded Has for him immediately, making her envious of Catherine for winning William's affections. Grace and poise are two areas in which she is sure to always be outclassed. Catherine was also able to retrieve the ring that she feels is rightfully hers. In doing so, she will have turned Has against Catherine by planting negative opinions about Catherine in Has's mind. Even if Has makes it out of the situation unscathed, I believe he will come to deeply regret the relationships he has shattered. Has will probably get what he deserves for how badly he has behaved. He will be chewed up and spat out when Meghan decides to move on. Yes, and how about you? I am curious as to your thoughts on this potential romance. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and we can all have a general discussion about them. Those who find my video to be helpful should not hesitate to like and share it. Don't forget to subscribe to our team's UK Royal News Trending YouTube channel to receive more updates. At this time, I'd like to thank you for watching and saying goodbye until the next video.